Anyways, Bruce Lee, my man, my idol, my inspiration. Okay, I don't know how old I am now to say like if you even know who Bruce Lee is, but he was a huge, huge inspiration for me as a child. But the crazy part is that he passed away in the 70s, so like almost 30 years before I was even born. He was featured in The Big Boss, The Way of the Dragon, Chuck Norris, or Fist of Fury. You know, eventually he became more than just a celebrity,
No wonder he's successful in the Chinese movies. Are full of this kind
also
of.
as a representative for being an Asian male American. Unfortunately, Bruce Lee ended up passing away when he was 32. This is 1973. But it is interesting because there are a lot of conspiracies to how he died. I'm not too sure. I don't know too much about the situation, but he died at a really young age, just 32. Also, fun fact, I feel like a lot of people don't realize he's actually a quarter white. His mom is Asian and his dad is fully Chinese. But I feel like a lot of people forget that he's actually a quarter white. So, fun fact. So, in honor of him, my inspiration, I'm gonna train like Bruce Lee for the next 2 weeks. Only issue I have is, I don't know if you can see this, this is an actual injury, but I kid you not, last Sunday during a soccer game, I got flying knee to the quad. Yeah, fortunately not my knee or my ankle, but yeah, I got slammed with a knee like on my quad, so I'm still recovering from that. But thankfully, it's just a quad injury, I think. Yeah, I think it could be a slight strain, but like bending it or even squatting is a bit difficult. But trust me, it was way worse the last 2 days. Like this only happened 2 days ago. But yeah. I will say though, one of the biggest issues I've had research-wise was actually finding his actual workout. I feel like there's so many different made-up training programs for Bruce Lee, but I did find one really popular one right here. Not sure how old he was when this was taken, but my problem with this exercise sheet is I don't know if he does the whole thing at once. Because nowadays, like most people, they have like specialized workouts like push, pull, legs, probably the most standard one that most people do. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bruce Lee did all of this and maybe only worked out like twice or 3 times a week, probably spending the rest of his week doing more martial arts related exercises. I don't think he was hitting the gym every day. And honestly, Bruce Lee has more of a hybrid athlete's build. Like he's not, super buff. He has a very lean and almost like a boxer's type physique, right? Which is very popular nowadays. I think a lot of people are striving for a hybrid type of body. I don't know if you can see this, but the current outline of the program is gonna be like this. We follow Bruce Lee's workout, his gym workout, 3 times a week. And then we train like him, like a fighter, like a martial artist, twice a week. How am I gonna develop that? We'll see, we'll figure that out. We rest Thursday and he also rests Sunday. Slight issues is that I do play soccer like Tuesday, sometimes Monday, Sunday, and Saturday. So hopefully that doesn't impact me, but I am injured, so I'm probably not gonna play for the next, at least a week. So we'll follow this split for this week. Am I blurry? Really excited to do this though. Going from dancing to Bruce Lee, it's a big change. Updates on the quad, still strained, can't fully squat. I can walk. I can't run, but I do feel a lot better compared to the last couple days. So we're still not gonna include the squats yet, but I'm about to do this workout for day 2, so yeah. And then also, I did have to make a couple tweaks because I did notice that he was doing weighted push-ups, which is really surprising because you would think Bruce Lee would do like just a bunch of push-ups, like thousands, or pull-ups even. But then again, maybe this specific training program, I don't think this specific training program is an entire representation of Bruce Lee. Yeah, so we're gonna try some weighted push-ups, and yeah, let's get this workout. But not gonna lie, I am used to working out at the gym, not at home, so a little different vibe, but it's whatever. I guess I don't have to get out of my house. I don't know. Pre-workout for the crackheads. I've been trying to quit caffeine, but yeah, I've been taking caffeine for really long time. I don't know. I don't know if it's the ADHD, but I just need a lot of stim all the time. So, and by a little bit, I'm talking almost 300 milligrams of caffeine. Context, that's 4 cups of coffee. All right. Well, anyways, there are some changes that I had to make. For example, this sheet that Bruce Lee has, like he actually does weighted push-ups, and I've been yesterday I just did 100 push-ups. It says he put on 65 pounds. I don't have a weighted vest, so I'm just gonna put maybe like 35 pounds on my back and just do push-ups like that, and then everything else is the same. I can't do squats right now, so I'm just doing PT for my right quad. All right, let's work out. I've always been doing 2-minute rest periods between my sets. So yeah, I'm still gonna continue that. But yeah, I had to increase the weight on the shoulder presses or the French press because yeah, I felt like I could do a little more, but it feels good. I don't normally do standing shoulder presses. I tend to usually just do a lot of flies and work on like the back of the deltoid because it's a bit underworked. I feel like most deltoid exercises work out the front of the deltoid, so then you're not getting, so then the back gets weaker. You don't look as wide, you know? I got the pump going on. I'm only doing this because I'm home alone. It's a mandatory man moment. Not sure why this is in the garage, but okay. Incline curls. One day, this basement will be finished. And that is the day I become a father. Alright, so I've been following the sequence of that gymnasium slip, Bruce Lee's training program, but because I'm kind of limited with the gym equipment, as you can tell, I'm reordering it so that it's a lot easier for me to not have to like move weights around. So going from a French press to two-handed curl to reverse curl all require the barbell, and then I can, you know, take off the weights and then do the incline, you know, solo dumbbell curls, or I don't even know, I don't have dumbbells, so like finger dumbbells, yep. Oh god, I need to hit the next set. Anyways, yeah, so, and also, I didn't realize this till today too, but he does dumbbell circles, which are basically like flies, like roller flies, an infinite amount. So I'm assuming till failure, which I actually do like. I will say though, having like a designated music player not only saves you prescription money, the quality is better because I'm using like an aux or DAC for you audiophiles. But yeah, it kind of keeps you less distracted. Like I'm not scrolling on like any of my social medias because I have, you know, just my music and then I guess a notebook for this challenge. But yeah, cut down on the extra devices. Brains weren't meant for that, you know? I was only able to do like 25. Mainly because I'm like pinching the inside of the weights with my fingers. So, you know, honestly, if I got some chalk, I could probably do a lot more, but I mean, it's still a good workout. I'm like, these are, yeah, close to 15 pounds, which is like about the same weight I would actually use at the gym for the dumbbells. All right, so big problem with the weighted push-ups, I don't have anyone to put the weights on the back. So you know what? We're gonna stick with 100 push-ups. Stick with 3 sets of 100 push-ups. Okay, I was too hopeful. Okay, maybe not. I just did 45. I'm not sure if I could do 100 in a row. I think I could do 40 to 50 in a row. So we'll do 40 to 50 per set. Oh, that feels really good though. Apparently he only does 12 reps for bodyweight sit-ups, so I believe it. Sit-ups are a lot harder than you think, especially if you're not using momentum. And in my case, I am because I don't really work out my core. Yeah, Sweden and Japan are playing tonight. I want actually Japan to win, but I'm also a Sweden fan because one of my favorite forwards, Alexander Isak's on that team, but they kind of got duped on by the Netherlands. Hopefully it'll be a good game. Japan! Japan! It's on my 4th day doing this challenge. Yesterday was day 3 and we took a break. Couldn't really do any plyometrics, but I did try to go out to the field and, do some drills like playing soccer. But yeah, I'm still injured. It hasn't even been a week yet, but yeah, I can't. And it only hurts like if I really put pressure on it, like I'm sprinting or like kicking a ball really hard with it. Like I can kick the ball lightly, but not super hard. So still can't do the leg workout. But yeah, we're gonna continue with the workout and see how we feel today. So. But I do always try to air dry my jerseys because I don't want the embroiderings to get ruined. It just lasts longer. I always have to poop mid-set because of the pre-workout, but we're back. Yeah, so for the tricep stretch, which was really vague, and I even tried looking it up, like what this tricep stretch was in terms of Bruce Lee's training program, and I was getting like a mixture of stretches or like hammerhead curls or like I forget the name of this like tricep workout, but it requires a dumbbell. I decided to tweak it, specifically the tricep workout to skull crushers. I feel like that would be better, and it made more sense because I don't think it was an actual stretch that he was doing. He was doing some sort of workout because it says on paper like he did it 8 reps. The weight was 3 pounds. Maybe it was a different tricep workout, but like maybe they had renamed it now because it's been 50 years. So yeah, we're doing skull crushers, and I honestly haven't done skull crushers in a while. Usually I just do like a tricep pull down. Honestly, by the 3rd set, keep in mind, I'm still trying to do 50 reps. Dude, I could hardly do 30 like in good form by the 3rd set. I feel like we don't do enough push-ups, and I feel like I'm not grateful for how good they are, considering that requires nothing but you and the floor. So, yeah, it feels good. Japan just lost, so I don't even need pre-workout for this workout. It was a last-minute goal too. Beautiful goal from Brazil. Ugh. I'm just not in the mood to work out today, but I have to. It's also like getting really hot in the area that I'm in right now. We're getting a heat wave, and allegedly it's gonna be like low hundreds in DC, New York area, Boston, Baltimore. But yeah, I am not taking pre-workout because it's not the morning, so I don't want to screw up my sleep. So I'm gonna raw dog this after France's win today. Power of Bruce Lee. Well, this lighting sucks, but I don't know if you can see this, but you can actually finally see the bruising on my knee injury. Like, there's like weird striations. Yeah, I feel a lot better once my heart rate starts going up a bit. Just the blood flow increasing throughout my body is good for recovering. I mean, I don't think Bruce Lee's workout is like too intense, but it's definitely like just a lot of reps. That was 50. 50 in a row. Kinda. But a lot better than last week. Honestly, I like doing push-ups. I don't normally do them enough. And the fact that push-ups are entirely free, like you can do them anywhere, super underrated. I feel like people associate like health and fitness with money. And yes, being healthy costs more. Like that's a fact. Getting healthier foods, getting a membership, like that all costs a lot of money. With this, 2 hands, a floor, and vibes, it's all you need, man. I don't think this bar has been washed in like 10 years. It's disgusting. So for the next 7 days, we did the same workout every single day. Although I was getting pretty bored, probably because I'm not leaving my home as much, each workout was enough for me to feel pretty good and I wasn't too sore. And I don't really work out my abs, so I definitely feel like the sit-ups were doing something. Because I wasn't working out till failure, I felt like I was getting an adequate amount of exercise each day. I guess I just really hated the amount of arm workouts I was doing. Like, do you really need to be doing 20 plus reps of a bicep curl? I mean, I never do wrist curls, but I barely work out my arms, and I've always been pretty satisfied with them. I've been really enjoying doing the sit-ups every day. It's only 12 reps of 5, but yeah, I don't really work on my abs, so it's like, I don't know, I just like feel like I get a lot of my abdominal work through compound lifts. So I never felt the need to do this, but we just do 12 reps of 5 sets, but still that's enough. And I feel like sit-ups have been getting a lot easier. I was able to do 50 push-ups in a row for 2 sets. But yeah, I think calisthenics is super underrated, and I see why a lot of people converted during COVID, so. Moment of truth. Do this one more time. 164? I gained weight? It's like 163 right when it started. Alright, well, yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I think overall, like, I really liked it. I think Bruce Lee's workouts are really good, but they just come in such high repetition. And I felt like I was doing a lot of the same workouts, like having to work out my biceps a lot. I noticed obviously he works out his arms a lot, but like there was legitimately no back workouts, and I just really wanted to do some pull-ups, which by the way I never did. And I also wasn't able to do any leg workouts as well because I had like an injury, like a slight sprain here on the top of my knee. Fortunately, that's actually gone now, so I can do legs now. But yeah, I've just been doing PT for the last 2 weeks. But overall, yeah, it's nice. I think like I do miss like working out at a gym and being in that environment. But if you really don't have too much besides like some weights and dumbbells, like you could totally do this at home. And I honestly feel more lean, even though I guess I gained weight. I don't even remember if I was 165 or 163. I swear it was a little lighter. I'm gonna have to check. Holy shit. But anyways, I just feel like a lot more lean. I think we're doing a lot of repetition on the workouts, and like I normally never do sit-ups. Doing the sit-ups every day really helps, and honestly, I've been getting like the best pump on my chest, like just doing push-ups, and I don't know why. Not enough people do that. Like not enough people do push-ups, because I normally just do like dumbbell workouts, incline, barbell, some flies. But dude, push-ups are great, and honestly, I'm probably gonna add them to my workouts now for my push days. But yeah, I think fortunately and unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a lot of cardio work or like anything on my legs. Yeah, I gave this entire challenge like damn near like a 9 out of 10 just because I couldn't do my legs. And also I was like missing some equipment. I had to tweak a bit. Considering that it was all free, you can do it at home. There's like a lot of body weight exercises. Like it kind of teaches you that like you don't even need a gym, honestly, right? If you know what you're doing. But yeah, I really enjoy this. Just like maybe add some pull-ups and lower the amount of workouts for your biceps. You know, arguably your forearms, but Bruce Lee obviously like he's like known for a lot of his handwork, like his flashy punches, and you know he was an entertainer at the end of the day, so I kind of understand why he worked out maybe his arms so much, but that was really fun and I highly recommend it. On to the next one. I can do one of that. Struggling, but I actually didn't even know I could do that. What the fuck? Okay, I actually don't think I can do the one hand. That's fucking crazy. I feel like Bruce Lee had really strong fingers. Maybe he did like training for that too. But we'll try it anyways. Oh my god. Okay. I think I support myself first. I don't want to break my fingers. I can't. There's no way. My fingers aren't strong enough. Like they just fail. It can't hold all my body weight. I would have to do some like finger strength training. Yep. Well, that's why Bruce Lee is Bruce Lee.